the whole implementation of this depends upon the physicians and the nurses. Medical education, nursing education has to be reformed as well to be able to prepare our physicians for the changes that we're trying to implement. You just can't change a system and say, those of you that are going to do it, here's the handbook, go at it. So it has to be instilled. The educational centers have to be reimbursed properly so that they can educate the students properly, so that they're prepared to go into this new world and do it right and prevent disease.
Yeah. Well, you know, clearly that's a big piece of this, the implementation. I think we've spoken about that to invest in some of this infrastructure will fail if the implementation doesn't think through what also is needed. And I would agree. You know, we need to make sure that the appropriate investments occur in the nursing programs and in the medical programs so that people are brought along and are prepared to implement.
Look at the shortage of nurses today. We actually have enough nurses in this country, but they're not in nursing. And why aren't they in nursing? Because in the process of doing all the things we're talking about, unless we get medical healthcare teams and nurses feel like they have status, that their voices are heard, there's just not a chance we can put all these pieces together. So it's not just changing the systems, it's changing the way we deliver and the respect for every member of that team, whether it's a physical therapist or a nurse or a doctor or some other healthcare provider.
Maybe these educational dollars should force these schools to work together.
Well, it's a little more than that, to be quite honest. You know, in this country today, there are 2.9 million nurses that are licensed to work, 2.4 are working. So where's the other 500,000 nurses? And it speaks to exactly that issue of respect and making sure that their full scope of practice is allowing them to be utilized. And clearly, if we don't address that piece of it, the healthcare crisis is going to be even worse.